Hello! Welcome to the band room. Mrs. Niemeyer here.
This is Rhea.
Mr. Monty.
Okay, we're going to show you the instrument families. Let me share my screen, and we're gonna take a look at the violin first because Mrs. Rhea plays the violin. So let me first show you the instrument families. Here we go. We've got violins, violas, cellos, double bass right here. They're known as the string family. Over in this corner, we have clarinet, saxophone, flute, oboe, bassoon. They're known as woodwinds. And down in this corner, we have French horns, trumpets, trombones, tubas, lots of brass instruments. And finally, you see up in the left corner, lots of shakers and strikers known as percussion. So let's get started. Mrs. Rhea, would you show us the violin?
Yeah. Hey guys. So I don't just do karate. I also do violin, when I'm not in the library reading. So this is a violin. Very, very beautiful. Mine's made out of wood. Most of them are. And then this is the bow. So violin has two pieces, violin and bow.
Yeah. Okay. So how does the violin make sound?
Cool. Okay. So here's a sound you can do. Okay. So my sound starts inside my violin. And here it looks like the letter F. This is where the sound escapes from inside the box and it reaches our ear and the outside audience.
Cool. How many different ways can you play the instrument?
You can do a lot. So you can play it legato, which means together, or staccato, which means all separated, or you can do it slurred, or you can do it pizzicato.
Ooh, I like
all
the
different
plucking.
sounds.
The plucking is my favorite. Yay! All right.
Cool, that's
so
the violin.
can I show them one more thing?
Please.
Okay, if you look at it closely, I don't know how well you can see it, but there are 4 strings and they're each different size. This is a small string and it makes a high sound. That one's a little bit lower, and there's the lowest. The fatter the string, the lower the sound. Remember that.
Pretty cool.
Right. Let's take a look at some woodwinds. Woodwinds. Can you imagine if the wind was wood? That'd be crazy. But these woodwinds are like the flute or the bassoon. So I'm going to get to this page where we have some instrument demonstrations. So I'm just going to play a little bit of the flute for you. And I hope you like it. Here we go. All right, so the flute is when you are blowing across the mouthpiece, kind of like if you were blowing across a jar. Kind of fun. So here's a bassoon. This one is kind of a goofy looking instrument. Got a fun sound. Play. All right, so that's the bassoon. We're going to go on to another instrument called the saxophone. Love the saxophone. And you'll notice this one's gold, but it is a woodwind because it has a reed and it has all those buttons. So it's a tube. Awesome. So right here, he's got right next to his mouth is what we call the mouthpiece, and attached to it is a reed. So let me see if I can find the slide that talks about the reed. These are the violins, and this is all stuff you can check out on Schoology on this instrument slides that I posted on the music page. But here are woodwinds. And woodwinds all have either a reed or a tube with lots of different buttons to press. Well, I don't have a good picture. Oh, here, check it out. There's the bassoon and a teeny tiny little reed reed right here. It's basically a fancy piece of wood that you blow over and it vibrates through the instrument. So the sound you blow past this reed vibrates through the whole instrument. It's pretty fun. Okay, so we're moving on to, oh, not bagpipes, brass instruments. Although bagpipes are also a woodwind instrument. So now it's my turn. This is my trumpet. I think it's pretty fancy looking, but you'll notice that it's got a silver look to it. Now, brass instruments don't have to be gold, but a lot of them are. You'll notice a lot of them are. Actually, my mouthpiece is gold. Isn't that fancy? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we vibrate our sound in this instrument. I'm going to vibrate my lips by going, and then I'm going to vibrate my lips into the mouthpiece in the same way. I kind of sound like a duck. Here's what it sounds like in the instrument with all this winded tube. What do you think? Amazing! Sound comes out of the bell. If I was playing a tuba, it would be huge. It'd be like this big, and the bell would be twice as big as this, if not like 5 times. So the bigger the instrument, the lower the sound. A trumpet makes a medium to high sound. And if you play a tuba, it's going to sound a little bit more like this. What's this, you ask? Well, Mr. Amani is here to tell you all about it. We're going to move on to percussion. Yay, percussion! Okay, Mr. Amani, would you play for us the timpani? Ooh. Listen to it vibrate. Can you do it one more time? I hope you could hear that. It keeps going and going. What if we could see the sound? That'd be so cool. We just keep vibrating all around the room like the wind. Okay, what's another percussion instrument? Do you have one? Oh, we can do this? Okay, all right. Mrs. Zaraya is going to show us the xylophone.
I do not play this, but I have figured out how to play this.
Oh, great.
Keys, what do we call these, Miss Niemeyer?
They're keys. Yep,
Okay.
they're. Yep.
So these keys, it looks like these are my natural notes, and then up here I have my sharps and my flats. So
Yes.
if I'm playing Twinkle Little Star,
Ooh, wow. It's got like a tinkle-linking, like a twinkle, twinkle little star, right?
now I noticed that these keys are kind of thin. Is that why they have a higher sound?
Yes, very good. The construction too. So it depends on what the material of the wood pieces are.
And like
And the
this one
keys.
is really short, and so this is going to be my highest key. And then these are really long and bigger. This is going to be my lower key.
Look at that.
I love it.
Cool. Okay, so let's go over here to this awesome drum. I'm so excited. Go. The whole thing is vibrating. Okay, do it again. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so you are striking that drum, right?
Correct.
So you're hitting it.
I am hitting.
Is that what makes it sound?
When I hit it, then it hits the head of the drum, I believe is the term.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then that moves all the air in it, and then that makes waves and makes sound, is my understanding.
That sounds good to me. So when you're playing a percussion instrument, you have to strike it, shake it, or scrape it. And so it's kind of an aggressive music form, but it's all about making those vibrations very exciting. So this is a gong. Look at that cool thing. This also makes some amazing vibrations. Let's hear it.
Do that again.
Oh, we love the gong. Do it. Yay!
We can use our karate with this one.
That's so cool. So you're going to find musical instruments everywhere. They have the percussion family, fabulously demonstrated by Mr. Mani. And we have the string family that we first looked at with the violin that Mrs. Raya played. We have the brass family with trumpets and trombones and tubas and French horns. Ooh, Mrs. Behrens plays the French horn. I hope you get to hear her do it someday. And then there's the woodwinds. And I don't play any woodwind instruments. However, if you're in 4th grade, we're going to learn how to play the recorder. And that's a cool little instrument. It's a long tube and you just blow air through it. And then you get to press your fingers on the holes to change the notes. That changes the airwaves. I hope that you enjoyed our overview of instruments. Thanks for stopping by and join band someday, folks. It's really, really fun. Okay.